Hello, this is my response to video contest number 20. Basically what I want to do is show a gambling trick. So first of all, what you're going to have to do is we set the deck up so that they're in alternating order. So we have black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, etc, etc. Do that all the way through the pack. Now obviously it doesn't matter if you want to start with the red on the bottom and then have it in the alternating order, whichever way you want. As long as they're in alternating order, then this will work. So, what you'll do is you'll take your deck of cards, and instead of doing a sort of slide where it might be a bit more obvious that they're in this order, with this I like to sort of do a bit more of a lazy reveal. So you might just drop them and do it quite lazily, and you can shuffle through them, raffle through them. Basically at this point, obviously you just don't want them to know that they're in order. So by doing this, usually I'll highlight and say, okay, we've got a group of blacks over there or a group of reds. So probably the best thing to do is for you to cut the deck a few times. So they can cut the deck as many times as they want. Let's just do this 3 times. Let's do it once more. Okay, so the deck's cut. Now, what you're going to do, you place the cards face up. You'll get them to cut the deck about halfway, so that we have these two piles. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do a Rosetta Shuffle on this pile and do the same on this pile, and basically just get them to push the cards together. So if we just, it doesn't have to be exact, they'll probably do it as I'm doing, quite messily. You just really want to, at this point, you want to exaggerate the facts and tell them that this is to obviously mix the deck, because we don't want them in any particular order. Now one thing to note here is you saw how the two different piles were the same colour. Now if this happens, you have to do something slightly different, and what you'll do is when you're putting it back together, you can drop a card off the top. You must do this if the colours are the same. You'll then just put that to the bottom, just pretending you've dropped it, okay? Then you've got the pile here. Now if you cut it so that the colours are different, then you just do the Rosetta Shuffle, put them together, and that's absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about the card on top. But if the colours, obviously if it's black, black, and red, red, you get that card off the top and pop it to the bottom. So that's important. Now what you want to do at this point is you say to them, right, this is the bet. Obviously we've mixed the deck up, you cut the cards, you push them together, they're pretty well mixed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make two piles, and basically you offer them the option. So you start putting the cards down, and you can say to them, at any time you can tell me to switch. So they'll say switch, so you go that way. You can say switch again, they'll go that way. You can even offer them a card, they put it on a pile, you put it on the opposing pile. Offer them a card, they put it on a pile, put it on the opposing pile. Either way, you just want to create these two piles with them thinking that they're the ones in control. So we'll just finish these off here. Okay. Now, maybe you should highlight this at the start, or you can highlight it now when you've got the two piles. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But what you say is, the bet is, we've got these two piles. We're going to reveal the top card on each, then the second, then the third, then the fourth. If the two cards are different colours, then I win. If the two cards are the same colour, so you're having a red and a red, black and a black, you win. As far as they're concerned, they are equal odds. And as far as they're concerned, the deck's well mixed, they've been pushed together, they've been cut. How can they go wrong? So you maybe say, okay, let's have $1, let's have £1, a beer on each. So then you take each one, you start to reveal them. Okay, you got lucky that time, well done. And then what you actually find is, if you do this, is that if you go all the way through the pack, and I'll just speed up a little bit, you'll actually find that if you do what I've said, the colours will be different throughout. Now obviously at this point, your friends, your colleague will probably be thinking that they've just lost a lot of money, and they'd be right. So there you go. If you follow those instructions, you'll get the cards different colours every time. Just make sure you remember to drop the card off the top if they're the same colour. Alright guys, thanks very much, and I hope to upload another video soon. Thanks, bye.